Good morning. Good morning, good morning. It is Wednesday, which means Teen Solo TTRPGs. Oh, wait. There's a couple things that I have to get first, such as a pin for today. Today's tea is a white tea called Chelsea Garden. Hold on, let me grab the box to tell you what the description of the tea is. Chelsea Garden is light and elegant with delicate hints of rose. Got my tea in my midnight codex mug. Ooh, that actually is really good. Very light, very floral. I actually like white teas a lot more. And if you've been seeing the video on demand or the episodes of Tea and Solo TTRPGs on our YouTube, basically what is going on is if I cannot find the exact tea, I find a good replacement for it. So today, the game is a little bit different than our previous games. We've been playing with the normal deck of cards. This time, we are playing Castle Memories, which is, hold on, we'll scroll down. It's a single TTRPG. It is inspired by Dark Souls, Kingdom Hearts Chain of Memories, and Castlevania. It's been playtested. This game was part of a group of games that I backed in 2023. By backed is I got it in a pack of solo TTRPGs off of itch.io. So this game does contain elements of amnesia, memory loss, trauma, violence, and some elements of horror. Please make sure you're safe while playing this game and take breaks as necessary. Which we are taking breaks with this game because I only run this series 2 days a week. So that's what we're doing. The deck I am using is for the tarot deck because that's one of the materials that we will need for this. The tarot deck in question I am using, hold on one second. My sister just texted me. I think we're gonna go get our tattoos today. Which is gonna be interesting because this will be my first tattoo in almost 10 years. So, we are using, I gotta remember who exactly this tarot deck is made. It's called the Solar Kingdom. There's a lot of bootleg versions of this deck, and I cannot seem to find the original of it. I found it. The publisher is Modern Magic Press. And it's created by Tanja Moss. With this deck, there are some extra cards in this deck, such as, hold on, I will pull some of these out so you can see. They're not really see that I will explain. There's some extra cards in this deck, such as like a solar eclipse, um, lunar eclipse. There's some extra cards in this deck. Um, it's a very nice little deck. Um, People do bootleg it a lot. I've seen copies of it on like Shein, Temu, um, other places like that. I do not suggest bootlegging tarot decks. Do not suggest, do not recommend. Try to get the originals if you can. So, you are also going to need grid paper, which is optional. Gaming dice such as D4s, D6s, D8s, D10s, D12s, and D20s. You're going to need a journal, a character sheet, and a deck of tarot cards. And before you begin play, you need to shuffle your tarot deck and keep it close by. Keeping all cards upright is recommended and assumed, which I never keep my decks upright completely because I also do reverse meanings when I do tarot readings. For those who do not know, I used to be a professional tarot reader for a very long time. I also did professional astrogalomancy. For those who do not know what astrogalomancy is, it is the reading of dice. And I also did rune readings. Pendulum was not my strong suit. And I was also in the process of learning tea leaf for a time. So I have this booklet in my grimoire that has every symbol that you can find in a teacup. And I kind of made it a small little mini booklet just to reference. So, all of the above. So basically, you are the role of a person who wakes up with amnesia in a dark castle. It is intended to be played as you read through this book. It is recommended to keep a journal handy. So we're going to start recollecting who we are. So let's start with the character sheet, which is chapter 1. You wake up in a cold, dark room. The walls and the floors are made of stone. You're in a castle. You don't know how you got here. Better yet, you're not sure who you are either. This room seems to be empty aside from some furniture that is covered in white bed sheets. One thing, however, sticks out from the rest in this dimly lit room. That is a large silver mirror that hangs on the wall. It intrigues you. You decide to look into the mirror, and seeing yourself, you remember a few things. So, let me grab a pin out of my Nosferatu bucket. No, we are not doing neon. Okay, black pin. Cool. Alright, grab my pen. I can't even take a pen cap off. Let me get a different pen. Today is a blue gel pen. So, character sheet. Character sheet. So, we are going to write down our name, our pronouns, and our age. Name, pronouns, age, what you look like, and what we're wearing. I think we're wearing a set of travel clothes, so a blouse, pants, and boots. What we look like, petite, because I'm tiny, short, long brown hair, freckles, and green eyes. Just to make it easy. Age, let's put him at 26. Pronouns, she, her. Now we need to think of a name. I think I'm going to name the character Poetry. Her name is Poetry. So we need to roll a d12. There's my dice bag. We're going to determine our starting weapon. We have a crossbow. Fighting deal, unarmed deals 1 damage, weapon deals 2. Okay. Roll d4. And yes, for those who are new here, I do not always show full things in the book because you can get it yourself. We have no armor. So we're going to roll a d4 4 times, and we're going to mark our stats, which is strength, agility, presence. Okay, I kind of like this so far, and mind. So let's roll. For strength, we got a 3. Agility, we got a 4. Presence, we got a 1, which means we are not graceful. We have very bad concentration and very bad composure. Oh my god, it's me. Mind, a 3. Cool. Once you roll these value 4 attributes, you may swap any 2 values. Record these attributes on your character sheet. I've already recorded it. I'm keeping it as is, because why not? Also, if you hear loud noises in the background, we have a big windstorm in our area right now, so it is going to be a little loud. So, no, strength is typically used to fight, but if you have a ranged weapon, a whip or a dagger, presence is used. Oh. You know what? No, we're gonna keep her attribute as is, because I think it's funnier that our presence is a 1. Let's just go, and this will understand how I woke up here. So, Bean is very upset. She wants to break into the office, I guess. I may make a new category in the server about for other stuff. So Okay, something is here, something unnatural. A creature of the shadow, a demon. Describe what it is and how it moves towards you. You must fight it to survive. At the beginning of an instance of combat, you will always go first. The basic combat flow has given you rolling checks, rolling a d20, and trying to roll under a given attribute value. An attempt to defeat your enemies as well as dodge their blows. Roll 2d8. Okay, I'm going to mark my HP real quick. This is your total HP. 6. Okay, we have an HP of 12. That is our max HP. We're pretty beefy. So, what kind of creature is it? I want to, since we're in a castle and it's a demon. Okay, I kind of want to describe it like the fucking Heartless a little. The demon is made of shadows. And yet, it has bright when you're seeing your friend playing Helldivers right now. Bright. Let's do blue eyes. Blue eyes. That glow. It has claws. And electricity crackling. From its fingers. May I help you? Bean is being a little sus for us this morning. So we're going to roll. If attacking with a ranged weapon or dagger or whip, you get your presence or lower and you hit. This is referred to a presence check. If you're acting with a melee, you must make a strength check. So here's the thing. I have to roll a nat 1. I have to roll a nat 1 to hit this goddamn thing. Let's hope. Hello, Bean. May I help you? Are you happy that you're in here now? Did I abandon you? A little weird. So, let's roll. I got a 6, so I miss. So, attack. Can we not? Hey, now is not the time for this. Now is not the time for this. No. No, no, no. Hey, no, we're not playing. We're not playing. Don't you do it. Don't you do it. Okay, the monster has 6 HP. Attack 1. Miss. So the monster is now attacking. I have to make an agility. Monster misses. So we're just gonna keep rolling for a little bit. Okay. Nat 1, which means it took 4 damage. It's down to 2 damage left. Miss. Miss again. Miss. I hit. It is dead. So, it begins to emit a bright white light. Its body fades away as it dies, leaving a shimmering mote of light behind. This light hovers towards you and enters your body. You remember something. It all comes flooding back to you. So, we are going to draw a card from my tarot deck. We're going to shuffle it one more time. And in this game, the memories are determined by tarot. The type of card determines the nature of the memory. A major arcana, 0 to 21, majors represents major life events that are important to you and change the way about you go in life. Court cards, king, queens, knights, and pages represent important people in your life of who you share a bond. And minor arcana, ace or tens, represents mundane, everyday memories. You have 2 ways of interpreting the cards. If you're knowledgeable with tarot, you can simply interpret the card's typical meaning. If not, you can simply look within the pictures of the card and come up with your own scene. Each time recover a memory, draw from the deck. Roleplay, or write down the scene surrounding events your character has lived through in the past, and then place the card face up in front of you. This is your memory spread. So, we are going to do the typical tarot understanding, and also with my cards, I also do a lot of symbolism with my cards. So whatever I see in the cards is what I usually put. Oh, bean. Oh, why are we yelling? Why are we yelling? Madam, why are we yelling? Little baby. You heard her? Yeah, she just talking today. So, the first card we are pulling is 3 of Swords. So, it is an everyday mundane memory. So, I'm going to pull up my reference thing because I usually keep my reference guide on the side. Which 3 of Swords is not always great, is not always pleasant. It's not fantastic. It ain't even great. We hate this in our life. So we are gonna do 3 of Swords, which is usually heartbreak, suffering, and grief. It is also one of the betrayal cards. If you look at it, it is basically stabbing the heart of it all. Swords are also associated with an element as well, which, if I recall, it is associated with air. So cups are associated with water, pentacles are associated with earth. Swords are with air, and wands are with fire. Those are usually the elements that are associated with each of the suits. So, also with swords, swords are usually masculine, as well. And also with swords, it associated with the zodiacs such as Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius, which all of them have a form of balance in some way, shape, or form. Swords are usually also associated with conflict and strife. So with this one, with the 3 of Swords, it is always suffering and heartbreak. And with this deck here, there is a swan in the center of it. And if you know anything about swans, swans mate for life. Usually. So swans in tarot usually represents love, unity, and purity. Love, loyalty, unity, and purity. So the fact is, the swan is being stabbed to the heart, and this is why I also call it one of my betrayal cards in this deck, is because it is stabbing the swan right through the chest, which means it's an indication of a betrayal. So, so we are gonna write down 3 of Swords for a memory. So keywords that we're gonna put in here that I am going to write up a whole scene later. So the swan represents love, loyalty, unity, and purity. And then the 3 of Swords is heartbreak, suffering, and grief. So we're gonna put that where I want it. So trail of a friend. It's a mundane. The first time they got a broken heart. A broken heart. And it's with someone they don't remember yet. I would say they're about 16 years old. Springtime. Coming home with wilted flowers. And in tears. Due to being rejected. Now, with this also, you recovered a memory. How does it make you feel? Is this a fond memory or regretful? The memory is painful and sad. It feels as though it is full of regret. Feels as though it's full of regret. So why did a monster like this leave have your memory inside of it? It seems like the only way to get answers you seek is to... Da-da-da. May I help you? Why are you yelling? Meow. She is. What are you doing? Don't you do it. No. Oh. Are you here to yell at me? Good morning. Hello. Hel- This is Bean. This is my cat. Those who are new here, this is my cat. She does whatever she wants. You want to sniff it? You want to sniff it? What do you think? Yeah? You like that? Okay. I can't move. So, memory references for the cards is Major Arcana, Important Life, Courts, Important People, Minor. And then the suits. Ideas, conflict, logic, wands, passion, purpose, energy, pentacles, money, work, and material possessions, and cups is intuition, emotion, and creativity. And then the four emotions: joy, sorrow, fear, anger. So, in this castle, memories have powers that you can harness. Your memories and emotions you associate with them allow you to cast magic along the journey. When you receive a new memory, craft a spell. To do this, choose one of the four emotions you associate with the new memory and apply one of its keywords to the text of the spell. So, spell. I associated this thing. It is sorrow, so I think we're gonna do a. Ooh, let's do a summon. And it is a sword, so it's weapon, law, or air. Which is so funny because we were just talking about this before we got here. I think let's do air for this. And the spell is I can call upon a gust of wind. Which is summon air. That'll be the spell. Oh, are you leaving? Okay, bye. Alright, bye, Bee. I guess. Goodbye. Am I ever gonna see you again? So major arcanas are especially tied to the memories they spell. So when you've written down your first spell, be careful of when to use it. When you cast a spell, you turn the tarot card sideways, just like Yu-Gi-Oh! I'm sorry. It's like Yu-Gi-Oh! You must choose a verb based on your feelings, but the object of the spell can be whatever fits the memory. Okay, that's kind of cool. So when you cast a spell, and if you cast it after it's already been used, okay. So combat magic. It can do the following: d6 damage, heal a d6, but all magic effects last up to an hour. Increase the stat by +1, block all damage, recover one use of a used spell, deal 1+ damage for weapons, and cause an enemy to deal 1 negative damage. So we are going to put for this one, this is going to be a 1d6 damage spell. And using magic requires a mind check. Which means failing a mind check means unintended side effect as a result of unstable magic. Okay. Oh, so we have a 5-card spread. I may actually have to call stream early. In a second. I don't know yet. You have more than 5 memories. You must choose which ones to keep prepared at the forefront of your mind. You can only have 5 cards, no more, no less, in your memory spread. The rest must be kept in a different space called the reserve pile. These are marked safe and cannot be sacrificed. In the event you die, you cannot cast their associated spell. You change which cards you have prepared and swap between your memory spread and the reserve pile anytime you visit a safe harbor. Okay. So, chapter 2. You press on, weapon at the ready. It should probably be the best to start mapping out the castle, if only to make things easier. It doesn't have to be precise, but just to help you remember where rooms are in case you need to backtrack. Alternatively, if you want to break out grid paper and draw up a full draw-up of your castle, that can be fun too. When you traverse the castle, roll a d6 and refer to the following chart. Be sure to take your time and describe each room you visit, painting a picture of its finer details in your mind. We got a 2. So we're going to run into a friendly NPC. So a non-player character is taking refuge in this room. They are friendly to you. To find out who this person is, draw from the deck until you draw a court card. Use it to describe who that person is. Make note of it and shuffle all the cards you drew back into the deck. Court card included. The suit of the card determines their profession. Okay. Oh, that was easy. Page Cups. So he is a priest. They will give you 1 treasure in exchange. One treasure per demon. When asked, this person knows very little about the castle, but knows for certainty they cannot leave this room. Okay. We earned 1 XP. Okay. This wind is picking up and it's making me real nervous. So now I gotta shuffle the deck. We'll do 1 more room and then we'll call it a day today. Let's double check some things. Cool. We roll again. Okay, we found treasure. You find 1 treasure in this room. Typically, treasure takes the form of valuables such as jewelry, coins, or something else. Roll a d12 on the weapon page. Valuables can be traded for merchants. You can carry a number of items equal to your strength. Okay, so let's just say we found some gold coins. And on that note, I think we're gonna call it for today because the wind is picking up really bad here, and I am a little uncomfortable with that. So we will see y'all Friday at the usual time for Tea and Solo TTRPGs. But thank you for coming to hang out today. I will let y'all know how the weather is going to be here in about an hour or two. But until then, see you next time.